Good evening, everybody. Glad you've made the decision to be with us. Alongside Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore, and we're glad to be bringing you action and welcoming you to Vegas, where they do it bigger and better than any other city when it comes to the big-time fights. We're at the Thomas & Mack Center for tonight's main event. 10 rounds among heavyweights. Each man comes into this fight supremely confident, expecting to deliver a W. Johnson's almost giving you the feeling here that he's completely indifferent to all the pressure. I mean, this is a guy that's been there, done that, and he couldn't care less about the pressures that are in front of him. Evander Holyfield's so attentive when it comes to this moment here. This is where everything he's done, all the hard work he's put in, comes down to one singular moment of concentration. Rounds slated in the books tonight. Here's the first. What's the worst kind of situation you can get yourself into when you're fighting a guy who you know has superior hand speed?
You start thinking too much, Joe. You start second-guessing yourself. You start being a little hesitant.
Overhand right can be so effective. Holyfield with a huge left. The kid's impressing the judges and himself with that right hand. Johnson's just punching air that time. His opponent was able to get out of the way. Oh, he took some damage, but he gave some back with the right hand. Johnson's work in training camp is now paying off. You see the accuracy and the effectiveness with that combination. Reaching the halfway mark of this round. A well-placed left hand up top. Able to dismiss it. More than one punch downstairs. That can be damaging. Come on! Comes right back at him with a left hand.
What you doing? Good job,
buddy. Great work offensively, landing that combination by Evander Holyfield. Covers up nicely, gets rid of his opponent's body shot. 10 seconds remaining in this round. Good job on the two-punch combo by Evander Holyfield.
Listen. Get caught up. You get caught up and fighting is fight. Focus for me.
There you go.
Here we go. Round 2 is underway. A battering ram of a hook by the kid. Good work defensively by Evander Holyfield. Plus, he landed that counterpunch.
Yeah, and he forced him to punch. He made him, he drew it out of him, and then he timed him beautifully.
Scores well to the head with the right hand.
Side to side. Move that head.
Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. Halfway through round number 2. Left hand came after the jab. There it is! Johnson's got to change things up. That knockdown was costly.
1, 2.
That has the sense of a flash knockdown there. You can see he's not too damaged. His opponent better be careful. He's still got a live guy opposite him.
Oh, yeah, he definitely does. And believe me, the best indicated that he didn't really hurt him. His opponent's not coming after him. He knows that he's okay. He knows that that wasn't one of those big shots that really debilitates a guy.
Landing flush with back-to-back double uppercuts by Evander Holyfield.
Don't walk into his punch.
Johnson's just being swarmed. He just got stunned. He got absolutely nailed. Just 10 seconds to go in this round. What a sharp, piercing hook by the Kid. Round comes to an end. You saw the knockdown there in that round. A little bit of a momentum gainer.
Yeah, obviously it gives you confidence, but you know what? It can also be a momentum killer, believe it or not.
How so?
Joe, I've had guys where the worst thing that happened to them in a fight was when they scored the knockdown because they thought it was just going to keep happening. And they thought about only the punch they landed, not how they set it up. So they got away from the game plan.
He is staggered and stumbling. A solid 1-2 combo left-right by Evander Holyfield. Went to the body there, but unable to connect. The Kid's trying to get back to where he was here in this round. He was knocked down in the last round. Now, Teddy, when you're the opponent and you knock the guy down, those opening few moments of the next round, do you try to size up and kind of take into account where your opponent is? Do you look into his eyes and assess the situation?
Well, I don't know if you get close enough to look right into his eyes as the opponent, but first of all, in the corner, you better not send your fighter out if his eyes don't look clear. That's your responsibility, looking out for the fighter. But as the opponent out there, you look at his legs. If his legs look a little wobbly, you get right on him.
Teddy, he's trying to punch his way out of this damage he's incurred, but that's not the answer.
No, he's in a rainstorm. He needs an umbrella. And instead, he's running right out into the rain.
Off the target by Johnson.
Focus.
The Kid's showing you that sublime skill right now with that two-punch combo. Not the most accurate uppercut you'll see. The Kid's trying to survive this. He is taking a beating right now. That one good shot came in and rocked him.
And that's the problem with his defense right now. You know, he's trying to block those shots. You can't block 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shots at a time. They get through.
Listen, I need to see some counter punches, okay? Whenever he misses, count it.
Holyfield's up 3-zip on Teddy's scorecard as we begin round 4 here. But Teddy, having scored a knockdown, sometimes it can work against you. You don't want to become complacent.
No, we've seen that many times where all of a sudden you think that the fight's over. Now all you have to do is go out there and just wait for him to raise your hand. That could be a door that could be left open for your opponent to come back.
The Kid's legs can't fail him now. Oh my, is he taking damage. Johnson's got to know that things can't continue like this. These middle rounds have not been what he's wanted them to be. He thought he was going to do a heck of a job on the inside, but he's not.
Hey, you know, you mentioned something very, very interesting. You said he's got to know. Yeah, he knows that he's got to be.
Could this be the start of a big comeback? He went from owning this fight to now nearly down and out.
You know, that's what makes boxing so great. Yeah, you can come back just like that. One punch at the right time. That was at the right time.
Evander Holyfield's decked by those hooks upstairs. 2 of them landed. He is, oh, and there you go. What a turn of events. What a turnaround. He scores his own knockdown after being knocked down earlier.
And that's where scoring a knockdown hurts you sometimes, because now you think he's just going to walk in and get it again. Well, he walked in, he did get it. He got it.
Not able to land the headshot. See how he targets that hook? There's that overhand right. Good smooth work by Johnson. That's classic counterpunching.
Yeah, what he did was he pulled that right shoulder back. You know, he just pulled it back, gave him the left shoulder, and then gave him the right hand.
He's jumping all over him now. The Kid's nailed by that shot. Absolutely rocked. He could go down here, Teddy. There's the headshot, but he parries it away. Last 10 seconds. Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. Holyfield's corner has been in positions like this with other fighters. And sometimes it doesn't go your way. You get a moment to gather yourself here. You're leading on the scorecards, but you still have to stand up and deliver. Teddy, he's wobbling all over the ring.
You know, Joe, he can't use his legs right now, so he wishes, and it's too late for it because he wasn't taught, but he wishes he was a guy who was taught how to slip right in front of a guy and make the guy miss. Then at least he could do that. Right now, his only chance is to grab because the legs are not going to be there for him.
You know, many times we talk about the fact that, hey, at least he's throwing punches, but that's all you can say in this case because he's not landing many of these.
No, they're being blocked or they're missing. They're definitely not landing clean, and you have to give credit to the other fighter being that good defensively.
Effective with that 1-2.
Stay on the inside.
Flush right hand to the head. Halfway through this round. Effective work with that flush overhand right. He got rocked. He just got rocked, and he's still taking punches.
The only way right now is to grab on a little bit to stop this flow.
Basic but beautiful. Jab, left hand. Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand. Oh, what an exchange. And a well-placed combination by Johnson. The kids' corner is concerned. Their fighter may go down here. Fine-looking right hand by Johnson. Took a shot, now he gives a left. Not hitting his mark there, going upstairs. Round comes to an end here. And Teddy, I know you've had a very busy week. You've been training some pro football players this week. There are many parallels to be made between the pro fight game and the pro football game.
Yeah, there are, you know, physical ones and emotional, mental ones. I mean, the physical ones are when I work with some of these behemoths, you know, like offensive linemen. They have to punch out, you know, with their arms. They have to make sure that they get those hands out now. If they raise their elbows, just like a fighter raising his elbows before he throws the jab, they lose the power. So you got to teach them to keep those elbows in, punch out without any telegraph, without any loss of power, and also get those hands out at the right distance. If they're a little late, the big guy gets in on him, and now he can control him. And of course, the mental aspects of it, where they get into those dark rooms we talk about every once in a while, where they have to remember that they have control. They can make the choice. You know, you get in those dark rooms, you start to think that you lose control of the choice, that your opponent's making a choice for you. No, that's not the truth.
Johnson's not jabbing that much right now. That's got to help out his opponent.
Yeah, you know, that's like giving him a free one, because now his opponent doesn't have to worry as much when he walks in. No jab to keep him out. He's going to see the other punches coming so much easier when there's not a jab covering them.
Reaching the halfway point of round number 6. Nothing there on the punch by Johnson.
You're not focusing.
The kid's putting forth a great combination there. Commits to the overhand right, and it serves him well. Meldrick Johnson stunned, and he cannot block this onslaught. Holyfield so dangerous with that accuracy, a two-punch combination landing. Little head knocking with that right hand. Working our way towards the bell. Last 10 seconds of the 6th. He's going around now, Teddy, like his legs are made out of wet noodles.
Yeah, my mother was boiling the water because she used to make sure that that water boiled and boiled was never al dente. These legs are not al dente.
Just keep doing exactly what you do.
Another round, and if it keeps up with the rest of them, It'll be closely contested and hard to score. Holyfield's keeping his guard up very, very well. Teddy, does it help to have the speed that he has?
Sure. Anytime you have speed and you can put it into the equation where whatever you're doing, it has to be technically right, but now you put speed, you're doing it even better. You're doing it at a higher level.
If there was a baseball umpire around, he'd call that a strikeout by Johnson. Targets the hook after blocking that shot. He digs in, trying to bank away body shots with the combo. Evander Holyfield's defense has failed him now. Oh, man, shot after shot coming in. Comes across with a hook up top. Halfway through the 7th round.
Keep moving, keep moving.
Holyfield's doing really well on the outside. Couldn't hit the elusive target with that straight right. Johnson's the kind of boxer that wants to do just that. Find the target, get the combination working, land both punches. Johnson's got a little something coming back at him, a counter punch scored. The kid's failure to protect himself from that left hand, it's become a big story now.
Yeah, and he has to understand why. He's not controlling distance. He's standing too close in front. Needs to adjust a little further out.
Holyfield's putting his punches together now. That's a nice combination. Evander Holyfield with a big right hand.
You need to capitalize on his misses, okay? I want to see that counter hook. Make him pay for his misses.
The kid's got to figure out what he did earlier, because that's the only thing that's worked tonight when he scored that knockdown. Here we are at the beginning of round number 8, and he's trailing on your scorecard.
Joe, I'm going to disagree with you a little bit, because I'm going to say that actually he's got to forget what he did earlier.
Really?
Yeah, because he scored a knockdown, and ever since then, he hasn't been using the jab. He hasn't been putting punches together. He's just been waiting for it to happen by itself.
Big left hand from Evander Holyfield. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. The kid's combination punching is working well here. Holyfield's right hand did a nice job that time. That worked well for him. The kid's in a tough spot here. He could go down with that bad defense. Evander Holyfield's been able to avoid having any of his opponent's headshots landing flush.
And what his opponent has to do, Joe, is make an adjustment. Well, we used to tell the fighters, when a guy's elusive like this fighter is right now, you have to shorten your punches up. Shorten them up a little bit, have less space to travel. They have a better chance of getting to that elusive target.
Stop. Relax, relax.
Good shot to the head with that right hand. Oh, he's in bad shape here. He's stunned and he's wobbly.
The only thing he has going for him is he's not a fighter that uses his legs anyway. You can't use them right now. He's a guy that likes to move his head. He's got to start doing that. Try to cement those feet down the best he can and get some head movement.
Takes one, but gives one. Good work by the kid. He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. And round 8 comes to an end.
This is your
Johnson's defense is going to need to shine when he gets back out there. I mean, just look at the close-up of that cut we're seeing.
nice work.
Yeah, he's got to use his legs. You're right, Joe. He's got to get out there and buy some time for those medicines to work.
Blocks that blow, and then a counter uppercut.
Move your head.
Targeting that head with the combination punching. Dismisses his opponent's headshot. Oh, he's hurt right there. He is hurt.
So in this kind of situation, it's kind of like a wounded animal. Yeah, you can go after him, but you better be careful because he'll strike out when you don't expect it.
Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. The kid's got those earmuffs on, and he's got his hands tight against his body. But Teddy, still, some things are getting through.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like driving a car, Joe, you know, and the weather's a little bad, and you say, I want to be safe here, I'm going to stop the car. You don't stop and park the car in the middle of the highway where cars are coming. I mean, he stopped right there in the middle of the highway. Cars are coming. You know, pull off somewhere. You know, get the heck out of there. Find the right parking spot.
That was a miss by Johnson. And now he brings the left hand upstairs. Johnson's doing well here with that two-punch combination.
Smoker! Straight on the inside.
Right to the head with that right. Right hand over the top, very accurate with it. Good work toe-to-toe there. Both fighters got in on him. A clean, big hook to the head by the kid. Good, clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Evander Holyfield. This has been an absolutely dominating performance by Evander Holyfield. And he's doing it the way that judges like for it to be done, with clean and effective punching.
Yeah, making their job a little easier.
Hits him in the mug with the right. Scored well up top. Blocks that punch. Eldrick Johnson showing good form with that right hand. Johnson's reached that point in the fight where his only chance is to cash in and hit lotto here. He needs that grand slam, that big knockout punch, doesn't he?
Yeah, and he doesn't have a pen in his hand where he can fill out the numbers, but he does have a couple fists. And what he's going to have to do is find a specific place to aim a shot. Look for one moment, one spot.
Nice strike after catching one by Evander Holyfield. Johnson's landing a combination here. That's what he does when he's at his very best. Evander Holyfield's got to do a better job. He is getting rocked. Oh, he is stunned. He could go down. And just like that, he's able to turn things around. Remember, he was stunned. Now he's in control.
Hey, remember, when you have that eraser, that power, you can suddenly get rid of a lot of mistakes.
And an excellent uppercut by Evander Holyfield. Look at this swarming attack. Evander Holyfield's taking a barrage of punches. He could go down.
Looks like my screen door on my back porch. I mean, the mosquitoes, there's so many of them, and there's little holes. Some are getting through.
Lands flush with the combination upstairs. Scores up top with a left. That was a fine block by Evander Holyfield. Final bell of what was a one-sided outing.
Well, this one is easy to score. At least it should be.
Let's hear how the judges had it. We send it up to the ring. Holyfield's work tonight was well rewarded. A unanimous decision win. Teddy, you saw it all along.
It was easy, and he saw it all along. That's the thing. He saw the punches coming all night long. He was good defensively, and he was good with that left hand.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. That does it ringside. We'll see you next time at the fights.